Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, this is Ibrahim Saud and the second lesson in verb tenses. Last time we talked about the present simple. Today I'm going to talk about the present progressive. Now let's start with the form. Okay, the verb in the present continuous is composed of two parts. The verb to be, am, is, are, and the verb with ing. Okay, so with the affirmative form, when the subject is I, it's followed by am, you are, he, she, it is, we, you, they are, and the verb with ing. If you want to make a negative sentence, I add not after am, is, and are. Okay, and if you want to make a question, you start the question with the verb to be, am, is, or are. After that, the subject of the question and the verb with ing. Now let's move to the usages. What are the usages of the present progressive? And it's very important because we have some confusion between the usages of the present simple and the usages of the present progressive. The first usage of the present progressive, number one, I can use the present progressive to talk about things that are happening now or at the moment we speak. Okay? For example, when you say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I can say, I'm watching TV, I'm walking to school, something like this. So I can use the present progressive to talk about an action that is happening now. Okay, this is number one. Number two, I can use the present progressive to talk about things that are happening now, but not exactly at the moment we speak. Okay, for example, when we say, my brother is looking for a job at the moment. In this example, it doesn't mean that my brother is looking for a job now. It can be this week, this month, nowadays, okay, but not exactly at the moment we speak. This is number two. Number three, I can use the present progressive to talk about the future, and this is when we have an action in the future with a definite time. For example, tomorrow, this afternoon, something like this. Okay, so again, I can use the present progressive to talk about something or an action in the future with a definite time. For example, when you say, I'm meeting my friend at 2 o'clock. Okay, so this is an action in the future with a definite time. And in this case, you can use the present progressive. Now let's move to this part, and it's very important. Stative verbs. Okay, what are stative verbs? You know that we have stative verbs and action verbs. Action verbs such as play, watch, walk. Okay, so these verbs, I can call these verbs as action verbs. But in this lesson, we have to study stative verbs because these verbs can't be used with the progressive form. And I can classify these verbs into the following. Number one, feelings and emotions. Okay, such as love, hate, like. Look at this sentence. I'm loving it. Okay, look at this sentence. Of course, it's wrong. Why? Because I can't use the verb love in the progressive form, but I can say I love it. Okay, this is number one. Number two, senses. Okay, what are these verbs? We have see, hear, taste, smell, and feel. Okay, these verbs can't be used with the progressive form, the present progressive, the past progressive, the present perfect progressive, the past perfect progressive, the future progressive. I can't use these verbs with the progressive tenses. Okay, and finally, number three, we have thinking. Okay, such as understand, remember, forget, know, think, and so on. All of these verbs, again, can't be used with the progressive form. Finally, let's talk about the key words that are used with the progressive, the present progressive. What are these words? We have now, okay, right now, this, today, look, okay, listen, and at the moment. Okay, all of these words are used with the progressive or the present progressive, so they are very important to know them all, to know that this sentence is in the present progressive, not in any other tense. Okay, so this is very important to know these words. These are the most important points in this lesson. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye for now, and see you later.